Okay, take it away.
You can skip through that first slide because it's pretty pointless. Next slide. So these 3 ideas were my original ideas, which were Anxiety Dreams, a political music video and an artistic music video. The feedback received on each idea was that Anxiety Dreams were creative, but it could potentially look too much like a home video when filming the different strands and putting it together, so might not be as effective. Second, could date easily, as the new stories could date out in a few years' time as they're not relevant to that current time. And the third is not enough elements in the video and it can be boring. Go through this, and then the only thing I carried through was the concept of Anxiety Dreams, which we took to group work into one of the music video ideas, which was Cookie Thumper. Luke felt that it was a disorganised idea and the strands didn't link in well, it could look quite tacky and badly made. And then the second idea we had was a girl band, like 90s, and Luke said that he liked the idea, easy to film on campus, but could be a bit boring and generic. We switched groups after this, so none of these ideas were taken any further. When we finally got to our idea, we made an animatic and presented it to the class. We had quite good feedback.
Sorry.
The slow motion jumps were effective in the ballet. People thought there should be the cello enhances the classical element of the video, which was good. But the outdoor shots didn't work, and there needs to be another indoor set. Yeah, that's pretty much the feedback we got. So we decided to practice more of these things, design another set. When we showed our rough cut videos and Digipack and website to an AS class, we found, next slide. The music video, the ballet didn't fit in with the rest of the strands. There's too much of Jen, and we should add in more of the violins to tie in that element. The Digipack, they said the biggest font size looked better than the small font. The small font looked more like a male artist, and the small font was too minimalist. So we decided to go to the big font. Next slide. The colours didn't tie in well on the website, as they looked like completely separate. I meant to put websites there. Need of more of a range of photos to give the audience more things to give the audience more things to look at. Next slide. So we changed all our projects round, so we tied in all the pages on the website so that the colours fitted, and then we changed the font to the same inside the Digipack on the outside of the Digipack and the big font on the outside, and we took out all the ballet, added in more violins, more Jen. Evaluation stage. We got confirmed that she was like the artist that Ellie Goulding and Lord, who we originally had said that's who we were kind of basing her off, which was good. That means a rough. Next slide. They said that the Digipack and the video looked professional, but it was easy to lose interest. But we kind of knew that because we had to take out a whole element, so it was more of 2 elements rather than 3. And the products were eye-catching, colourful. The girl video was attractive, relaxing, interesting, professional look, which were all quite positive feedback. And we had found that we'd improved a lot more from the rough cut stage. So the rough cut stage was an important time to do a feedback group. That's it.
Okay, great. I'm just going to ask you a couple of questions, Ian. What do you think, out of all of the feedback you've had along the whole process, can you point to anything that they told you that you didn't already know?
What, in the whole thing?
Yeah, that the audience, what you got from speaking to the audience that was important.
The ballet, we thought it worked quite well, but a majority said that it didn't fit in, so we decided to take that out, and it did actually end up being they were right, and it worked better.
Okay, and what about and think about the 3 different stages? You did it in slightly different methods. I know the first 2 are kind of similar, but would you think, would you make any changes to the way you carried out the feedback, or would you say some of them were more effective than others, or what do you think the kind of relative merits of each different method were?
I think the group feedback with the ASs was good because...
The focus group, yeah?
Yeah, the focus group, because they actually we got more qualitative data rather than quantitative. So they got, and also because it wasn't written, they actually said more because they had time to, rather than writing, people kind of rush it. So it was good to do it in person and get people's views.
What about the survey? Do you think that was useful?
It was useful to kind of confirm that at the same time it's at the end of all the products, so it's kind of like, that's our final products. So they're just kind of confirming what we were hoping they'd say, rather than telling us to change things.
Okay, so it's just kind of, yeah, reaffirming rather than anything else. Okay, any questions from all of you? Okay, all right, excellent. Well done. Thank you, Eden. Very good. Well done.